I am Reverend Dr. Susan Newman. I am the Associate Minister for Congregational Life and Social Justice here at the All Souls Unitarian Church in Washington, D.C. I first started preaching when I was 15, and I'm 54 now. So I was licensed in 1976 as a minister of the Gospel of Jesus Christ, and I was ordained in 1983. So I've been in ministry for about 35 years now, full time. I did my bachelor's at George Washington University and my Master of Divinity at Howard University. And I studied Third World Theology one summer in Geneva, Switzerland at the Ecumenical Institute, Chateau de Bassé. It was the World Council of Churches selected 80 seminarians from around the world to study in this program. 3 of us came from the United States, and I was one of the 3 selected to be there. And then I did my doctorate of ministry at United Theological Seminary in Dayton, Ohio. Well, my goal and mission has always been the same since I was 15, to use my gifts and graces to inspire people, to affirm their faith, to be one who comforts the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. DC's always been my home, so as long as I live in the area. And my mother lives right down the street, so I come to take care of her, hang out with her. And Ward 1 is a great neighborhood. It's transformed. I remember when there were no Spanish-speaking people at all in Mount Pleasant and Adams Morgan, and now it's like an international community, which is a rich thing for us culturally. Outside of work, I totally enjoy dancing. I'm a native Washingtonian, and DC hand dancing is the official dance of Washington, D.C. by resolution of the City Council in 1996, and it's a type of swing dance where it's called hand dancing because you're always having your partner's hand. And so the last 10 years, I hand dance, I swing dance, I actually participate in dance competitions around the country. So I love doing that. And writing. I'm an author. I've authored about 4 books, and I write columns, and so I'm always reading or writing something. I'll go visit my family. My mother lives right down the street on Calorama Road where I grew up. Or I'll go maybe visit a friend and go to lunch. Sometimes someone may ask me to help them do something in their home, and I'll go do that. I sew. So just things like that. And I watch Young and the Restless. That's my soap opera. Unitarianism, well, I guess the best way to say is uni, which means one. There are 3 faith traditions: Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. And under Christianity, you have Protestant and Catholic. And under the Protestant, you have hundreds of denominations: Baptist, Methodist, African Methodist, Episcopal, Lutheran, Unitarian. And the Unitarian Church was started in the early 1800s. So this church in particular, All Souls Church, one of the founders was our former president, John Quincy Adams, the 2nd president of the United States. There have been great men and women who have been great social justice advocates who have been a part of this church and the Unitarian Church. So any social justice issue, you look behind it, the one denomination that is behind it 100% is always Unitarians. I think the one thing I want people to know about me personally probably is what I would want folk to know about all preachers, really. It's just that we're human beings. I'm a human being. And just like some people feel called to be a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer or a seamstress, I feel called to ministry, which means that I feel that I could use my resources to just help people, be a voice for people who have no voice. And as I said earlier, I feel I'm the kind of preacher that feel called to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. There are so many people sitting in the pews who, rather than being fishers of men and women, they want to just stay right here and be keepers of the aquarium. They like minister to themselves. I'm that kind of person. I've said, you go into the church service to be inspired. You go outside of the church service to transform the community. And I don't take myself that seriously. I'm not all impressed with my resume. It's all true. I've done all these wonderful things. But I know that I'm more than that. That's why when I leave a church meeting at night at 8:30, I go to a nightclub and go hand dancing. I keep 3 pair of dancing shoes in the trunk of my car at all times, because I think there should be a balance in one's life. You should not be all intellect and lectures and reading and thinking. You should not be all, working out in the gym, just physical body. That you should also feed your spiritual person, and then the recreation part. That's what recreation is. It is a time to recreate self. So I try to be in communication between me and God, which is vertical, and me and other people, which is horizontal. And for me, that is the wholeness, and that's the fullness of God. And I like to be able to go to sleep at night knowing that I have not maybe done everything that I wanted to do that day, but everything that I did that day was something that was needful by somebody else and that was helpful. So I basically try to live every day as if it's my last day, and I'm happy with that.